Very warm greetings to one and all present. Today I, Himani Priti from Department of Commerce, Graphic Adinto University, India, is going to present our paper entitled Decadal Trends and Comparative Dynamics of CSR Spending by PSUs and Non-PSUs in India, Statistical Insights and Forecast for Sustainable Development. This paper examines how CSR spending patterns differ from between public and private sector enterprises working in India over a period of 10 years and what these trends imply for sustainable development. So this study basically analyzes the 10 years of CSR expenditure data taken from the year 2014-15 to the financial year 23-24. The year 2014 and 15, why we have picked it? Because in the year 2013, since the year 2013, with the introduction of Companies Act 2013 in India, the CSR provisions has been made mandatory. So we compared public sector undertaking and non-public sector undertaking across spending magnitude, sectoral allocation, special distribution and growth trends. The analysis is supported by descriptive statistics, the trend analysis and 5-year forecast, providing empirical insights into how CSR can be strategically leveraged for the sustainable development. The study has 4 key objectives. First, to quantify and compare CSR spending by PSUs and non-PSUs. Secondly, to identify sectoral and special allocation patterns relevant to sustainability. Third, to apply statistical techniques to assess differences and trends over a period of time. Finally, to generate a short-term forecast and derive policy orientation recommendation through the paper. So the analysis is based on secondary data, which is sourced from the official CSR filing reports, the reports which have been filed to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, India. CSR spending is aggregated annually in crore rupees for both PSUs and PSUs. We apply descriptive statistical measures to understand central tendency and variability, along with the linear trend analysis and forecasting, so as to project future CSR projections. The descriptive statistics reveal a clear contrast between the public sector undertaking and non-public sector undertakings. While PSUs demonstrate more stable and consistent CSR spending patterns, non-PSUs show higher average expenditure but greater variability throughout the period. This indicates that private sector CSR is large in scale but less predictable, whereas public sector spending is comparatively steady and policy driven. Talking about the comparative trends of both PSUs and non-PSUs, trend analysis highlights that non-PSUs dominate total CSR spending, especially after the initial years of CSR mandate implementation. PSUs, however, they maintain a counter-cyclic role, sustaining CSR contribution even when there is slowdown in the economy, like COVID and all. These contrasting dynamics reflect differences in the structure, that is governance structure, the profit sensitivity of both public and private sector, and then the social mandates for both private and public sectors. If we talk about the forecast, using linear forecasting, the study we attempted in this particular study to project a continued upward trend. This is what is being identified in CSR spending both for the PSU and for the non-PSUs over the coming next 5 years. Non-PSUs are expected to maintain a higher absolute contribution, while talking about public sector undertakings, they are projected to grow at a moderate but a stable pace. These forecasts underscore CSR growing importance as a long-term development finance mechanism. So yes, of course, contributing toward the sustainability. If we talk about the policy implication, the overall findings suggest that the need for targeted CSR investment in multiple things like urban infrastructure, affordable housing, sustainable mobility, there's a need. Policy incentives can be developed which can help correct special biasness and redirect the funds to high needed region instead of focusing on certain centric items like education and health. Strengthening of public-private partnership is very much essential, particularly if there's a need, if we want that there should be a overall spread of the CSR funds towards the various aspect of development. Standardized reporting linked to SDG indicator is very much essential so that accountability of companies' contribution as a CSR fund or corporate social responsibility can be made possible. Corporates should adopt SDG aligned CSR strategies if they actually want to contribute towards the Agenda 2030, which is the need of the hour, with the measurable impact indicators. Thus, there is a need to shift from one-year projects to multi-year urban projects, infrastructural projects, development and growth projects, and investing in such multi-year investment activities. There's a need to enhance the transparency, especially aggregated reporting and internal capacity building are very much crucial for managing the complex sustainability intervention. Thus, it can be concluded that CSR represent a substantial and growing resource for the sustainable development in India. However, imbalances are there if we see PSUs and non-PSUs, and a limited focus on certain areas are there. A strategic reorientation is needed so that SDGs can be aligned with the various priority areas. That CSR funds should be aligned with the SDGs, supported by the policy incentives. There should be a system of measurement, which should be a robust system of measurement, which can unlock greater impact. Future work which can be done for this will involve the advanced application of statistical testing. Refined forecast can be done on the basis of this study. So these are the various references undertaken for carrying on this study. And thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Have a very nice day. Thank you.